So today we're starting on the actual bones of the skeletal system. Woo-woo! And learning their location and names and their functions. There are 206 bones in the adult human skeleton, but it's not quite as bad as it sounds because there are left and right ones, so it's the same name, just left and right. For example, there's left parietal bone and right parietal bone. Traditionally, for learning purposes, the skeleton is divided into two parts: the axial skeleton, the axis, which are the bones in the central part, the skull, the vertebral column, and the thoracic cage, okay, ribs and sternum. And the appendicular skeleton is the second part that you learn, and that's the bones that hang off of the axial skeleton, the appendages, the arms, and the legs, okay? So this week we're going to do the axial skeleton, which includes the bones, plural, of the skull. Yes, I know we often think of the skull as a single bone, but there's actually 22 bones in the skull, plus 3 in each ear, plus the hyoid bone for a total of 29 bones. It all looks pretty intimidating when you look at the chapter, and I won't kid you, it is a lot to memorize. But if you get organized and follow the study guide, I have it all laid out for you. You'll need to know all of the bones, but for the bone markings, which are projections, depressions, and holes in the bones, the ones I want you to know are in bold in the study guide. For the vertebral column, you'll need to know how to distinguish cervical, thoracic, and lumbar vertebrae, and need to know how many of each type there are in the vertebral column, and you need to know how many ribs, the parts of the ribs, and how they fit with the vertebrae. And there's videos on all that stuff. So there are 2 sets of PowerPoint lectures, one for the skull, there's 4 videos in that, and there's a set for the vertebral column and thoracic cages. I think there's 2 videos for that. So watch all six parts of skull, parts 1 through 4, the vertebral column, parts 1 and 2. And also has some demonstration videos of how those bones fit together. Those are the lab activities. We would actually put a skeleton together in lab if we were all together. But I show you how those fit together, and also use the models in lab to show you how they fit together. So watch those as well. And in total, it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes of lecture. So read the book, which is Unit 9, the Axial Skeleton. Watch the videos, do the pre-lab and the post-lab exercises of the book, and do the activities on Pearson. Also, for review, you can go to Pearson's Practice Anatomy Lab and look at the pictures of the bones. That's in Study Area, Launch Study Area, Practice Anatomy Lab. Click the button for PAL 3.1, Human Cadaver, or you can click on Anatomical Models. It's the same pictures. Then you click on Axial Skeleton, then you click on Skull, or Vertebral Column, or Thoracic Cage, depending on what you want to look at. So I may do some supplemental videos using those. A few of those pictures, you can spin them around and show different angles, and that may be useful for you. And let's see. Next week is spring break, so yay, no class. So that gives you some extra time to catch up and catch your breath. That means the quiz 7 over the axial skeleton will be due by March 18th. The next posting of materials for Lab 8 will be on March 18th. And as always, if you want to review this stuff in person with me on Zoom, let me know. If you want a group session, let me know. Otherwise, email me, text me, or call me with questions. One thing I want to say before I go is the class, the way the class is set up, the video lectures are what we would do in class. So you need to watch those. Okay, those are actually part of the requirements of class. Some people aren't watching the videos. I can look through the class progress and I can see who is watching those and who is not. And you need to watch those. Those actually give you a lot of background information. Generally, people who watch the videos generally do a lot better on tests than people who aren't watching the videos, okay? Not always true. You may have had the class before, and so you might know a lot of stuff, but it really does help. Even if you had the class before, it really does help to review it. So I'd highly encourage you to watch those videos, because those are actually part of the class, as are the lab activities videos. And also for the quizzes, just a reminder, those are closed book. You're not supposed to get any help on those. You're not supposed to look up things on Google or Quizlet or Chegg or whatever. You're not supposed to pull up other materials from Momentum or anywhere else when you're doing the test. So don't do that. Just watch. Let's see. When you're doing the quiz, just do it by yourself, and it's only stuff that's in your head. It's a closed book test. Okay. So anyway, so if anybody wants any questions, email me, text me, call me, and I hope you guys have a great spring break. Bye.